ain't no luck. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with rulers by light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows.
Ooh, good evening. Good evening, and welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till midnight, sometimes later. I'm Lunar Beaches Crypto. This is the Piper Academy Network. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Markets After Dark. This is where we have all the fun. This is where we have all the fun. This is where we get different opinions about things from most of crypto world. And that's because I like to think outside the box. I am not beholden to my audience. I am not audience captured. I am not a grifter. There's a lot of grifters in this space, unfortunately. A lot of people don't want to speak their truth. A lot of people just want to ride the wave. They just want to ride the wave, make everybody happy around them. But ultimately, it's not what makes them happy. Truly happy. Be yourself. Be kind. Rewind. How are you doing, everybody? Oh man, what a day, what a day. We got some super unexpected. Should I even say unexpected? Because I believe we called it last night. That inflation was probably going to come in hot. And I said, bad news could potentially be good news. And what did we get? Hotter than expected inflation. Hotter than expected, even though we were expecting it. Hotter than expected inflation readings. And we got a market pump. Bad news is good news. Said it last night. I don't know, man. I just tell you guys what I think, what I'm seeing in the charts, and how I think things will play out. And sometimes I'm right. Okay? Definitely not all the time. Definitely not every time. Sometimes I am right. And it's nice. It's nice. And of course I admit when I've been wrong. Just told you, had the whole thing 2 or 3 weeks ago, whenever it was. But hey, you know what? It's all good. I'm confused. I'm sorry, J-Vi. I don't mean to confuse you. What are y'all talking about? All right, let's go ahead and bring you guys up before we get started and get deep into the charts. What is going on? Good evening, Alexandra G. How are you doing, Mod Queen? J-Vi. J Violet is in the house. What's going on? We've got Robert Mulligan. Can I get a mulligan? Let's go, Robert. Thank you for being here. As always, one love, Melissa in the house. What is going on? How are you doing, my friend? Melissa's a real OG. David Gelfand, what's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. Love the Davids, as always. We need the moon throne. Well, tonight's your lucky night. I think it is a moon throne kind of night. Because what we have been saying for a couple weeks now, actually for almost a month now, is playing out. Almost exactly to a T. Basically, exactly to a T. The market is confusing. The market it's meant to confuse you. Haha, I'm always confused. Melissa, sometimes, yes. Bit innuendo, no good news or bad ones. Full moon god is on our side. Exactly. We have the full moon. So praying to the moon gods now is probably the best time to pray to them, because we got a full moon, which means we get their full attention. We get their full attention of the moon gods. So Melissa is the real OG, says Alexander G. Yes. Buenas noches, mi amigo. Talking to Bit Innuendo. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Como está? I got you carnation inflations. Excellent. And you got the carnation inflation. I got the procrastination inflation. And we've all got a little bit of rotation, procrastination, inflation, and never mind. So anyways, we've been watching this level for a few weeks now. I'll let you use that one on Mrs. LBC. Thanks. Good evening, alumni. $2 super chat by BC Port Corp. My guy, what's going on? Let's celebrate their 10th super chat on a live stream. Celebrate good time. Come on. Alexandra G, you liked the super chat with the Piper Academy thing? What is going on right now? Because it won't let me like it. I don't know why. It's weird. Anyways, BC Port Corp's in the house. BC Port Corp up late. He's up late. Alexandra, was a good day. Good hearing from you. Hey. Anyways, all right, guys. Holy balls. BC Port Corp. Got a late night doing snow removal. Thought I'd stop by. Ooh, snow removal. Ooh, John Foster, crypto. What's going on, John Foster? How are you? What is going on? All right, guys. Let's go ahead and say... There it is, guys. What did I tell you? What did I say? So we're gonna watch this level. We want to see it taken, and we got it. So now, what's next? What is next? Is it upside? Do we come back down? Do we do more chop? Do we come down and retake that low? There's a whole plethora of things that could happen. But we are going to look at the schematic and try to get an idea of what we think will happen. Shout out to TradeFly. If you were watching the Crypto Nightcap in the chat, I put out a bunch of numbers and I said, screenshot it. So we're going to this price, then this price, then this price, then this price, and then this price. Crypto Billy said, okay, but what time frame? Doesn't matter, but these are 4-hour swing levels, I guess you could call it that. But to me, it's like, okay, it's just a low and a high and a low and a high and a low and a high. It's not really a time frame deal. It's just where I think the price is going to go on any time frame. It could happen on the 1 hour. It could happen on the 4 hour. It could happen on the daily. So we'll see. How about Rune? Yeah, I saw Rune. Rune is trying to make a comeback. Although we'll bring up that chart. I don't know how much upside it has, but we'll see. Extra late night. No Good Morning Crypto. Oh no. No Good Morning Crypto tomorrow, guys. But it's okay because BC's got to get that fiat. He's mining that fiat, so he's got to get it. He's got to get it. Shout out to everybody that loves when unelected bureaucrats take over the government and just start cutting regulations for their own companies and eliminating investigations into their own companies and eliminating labor exploitation, labor oversight into their companies, and say they're all do it in the name of cutting waste. Anyways, I just can't wait for our corporate overlords to take us over. They know what's best for all of us, right? Elon knows what's best for all of us. Surely the whole checks and balances and constitution and all that stuff doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who needs checks and balances in a government? Just let people do it. I absolutely love it. I voted for this. Yeah, I know. I understand. I also would vote for cutting waste. But I wouldn't vote for an unelected bureaucrat to do it all by himself and not follow the Constitution and go through the power of the purse, which is controlled through the House and Congress. But hey, what are rules? Anyway, they only make up a country. That's all. Nothing crazy. If we don't have rules, then we don't have a country. But hey, you know what? Let's cut the waste. Let's cut the waste. Let's cut what Elon says is waste, without actually going. I don't know. Forget about democracy. We kind of vote on things, but I guess we don't anymore. But that's okay. Real men don't ditch burdens like foreign aid. Real men figure out how to deliver more aid. Hey, there you go. Unfortunately, just checks, no balance. That's actually pretty funny, Robert Mulligan. Whoa, have a good night, guys. Oh my goodness. Can't listen to an opposing opinion. What a shame. Oh well. That's what people come here for. We are not in an echo chamber here at MAD. And we appreciate the Constitution. But anyways, moving on. Lost about 4 viewers on that little spiel. I'm sorry I have an opinion that opposes your opinion. I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry for that. We've got people suffering in America that haven't been helped. Maui, East Tennessee, North Carolina, California, East Palestine, Ohio. I don't understand what that has to do with anything. That has nothing to do with anything. They could all get help like right now. So what's Trump waiting on? Oh, we got to take over Gaza. We got to build hotels in Gaza. Anyways, it is what it is. All right. I can't do anything about it, so it is what it is. I'm just living in a moment. I'm just living in a moment and just calling it how I see it. R.S. Miller, what's going on, R.S. Miller? How are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. So this is interesting, guys. I didn't notice this before I came on stream. It's kind of weird. Coinbase on the 6 p.m. hourly candle had this giant wick. But if I go to Bitstamp 6 hour candle, not there. That wick is not there. We go to the Bitcoin perp chart on Blowfin, 6 hour candle, not there. Like what is this? Why did this only happen on Coinbase? Of all things, look at this scam wick on Coinbase. What is this? This was hey, BlackRock had an order down here, guys, and or they had it like over here, and they're like, hey, we didn't get it filled. Can you please come down and fill our order at this price? I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. He's already helping North Carolina. Good. Yeah. Does Mexico count as America now that the Gulf of Mexico is American? I could use some aid as well. No, we're just going to slap you with 25% terrorist bit innuendo. Deal with it. Deal with it. All right, guys. Enough with the chicanery. No one wants to hear it. It's just stirring the pot. Hey, I don't like the Gaza thing either. I also don't like anything to do with Israel. America only. That's okay. Not fair. Sorry, bit innuendo. I don't make the rules, man. I just watch the guy in the office do it. That's all. That's all. Doing better, washing cats, vacuuming grass, cleaning dogs, and grocery shopping. R.S. Miller, that was good to hear that you're doing better. Justice mentioned that Wick during Joe's stream earlier, I think. What did Wick say? Hey, let's see him get help. Justice mentioned what? Real men don't ditch burdens, like Oh, it's not a red or blue thing. I hate whoever is incompetently leading at any given moment. 100%. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's not a... I don't like any of the politicians. So... I don't like any of them. Y'all see Chuck Schumer coming out there. His resistance is, we won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. Shh. These people suck. F them all, it's a uniparty. Exactly, BC, exactly. OBC's lying, he does make the rules. Well, I guess this world is not a fair place. Well, that's obvious. What happened to that energy? Yeah. Anyways, the Wicks know. The Wicks know what's up. And so does BC. BC Port Corp knows what's up too. It's all a big club, and we ain't in it. Famous George Carlin words. Shout out to those George Carlin fans. All right, so we took the low. I had the alert set. As you guys should know, we had the alert set. And then let's come down to the 1 minute, because that's what I was watching this morning. Once the alert hit, come on. Boom, 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 boom. I love you, John Foster Crypto, just so you know. Just so you know. So who won the game tonight, Sweden or Canada? What game? Y'all hear about the Brian Driscoll thing? Accidentally the new acting FBI director. How do you do that? Wait, what? No, I don't know, man. I don't know what that's all about. I'll have to look into that. All right, right here. So I saw price come down. We clipped our level and got a big jump off of that. And then I waited to see, okay, is there any kind of like fair value gap forming? We ended up coming down and we did create a fair value gap here, but we didn't come back down to it. I thought this was showing that it did come down to it earlier, but maybe not. Came up, came back down. In this move back down is where I entered my long. And then I've been holding it ever since. And we are sitting pretty at the moment. Let's zoom on back out. Can you please do TA on Toshi? Thank you. Maybe. I definitely like what Elon is doing. Hoping indictments come soon. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. We shall see. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe he is an honest actor. Maybe he is. But he lies about being the best video game player in the world on certain games or stuff like that. So when you lie about something as silly as that, makes me question things. But anyways, makes me question your real intent. So, all right, so we got the push up. Trade looking pretty. Let's go ahead and just take a look-see at it real quick. Trade sitting pretty at the moment. Sitting up a good 121% as of this moment. It got as high as like 160% or something like that. Up $141. I started this trade off with $200, so I've taken out almost half so far. You can see on this move up right here, this is where I took some profit off of the table as we were coming into this fair value gap right here and taking out this high up here. I figured that would be a good time to take my first bit of profit. So that's what I did, and moved my stop loss just above my entry so that if I do get taken out, then I break even and I've already made some money. And we'll see if we do get down to that level later on. But let's go ahead and bring up the Wyckoff schematic that we've been watching, because this is something that I want to go over with you guys. Something that I haven't done yet throughout this entire thing here that we've been watching for, at this time, like at this point, like 3-4 weeks now. We've been watching this, and it's been playing out to a T, looking good to me. All right, let's see. So in order to be able to gauge this, let's see. So we put in the high, that's the up thrust right there. We come down, take the low right there, which puts this low in right here, which is actually, which is this price, these candles right here. So high to low, and it was an ABC correction. Okay. You're not going to get a straight line down on these schematics, okay? It's just about the market structure. So we go high to low to another high. So that's going to be this high on the schematic, okay? And then the push down. And that's going to be this low on the schematic right here. And we get the rally to the upside. That's this high right here. And then they push to the downside to put in the low, which I believe is the low that we just put in. So next step is going to be the move up and consolidate sideways. Okay. Now, so the way that I'm going to gauge this, or that we can gauge this and we can take a look at it, is we can say, okay, let's see. Well, first of all, this high to this low, this one came up to the, whoops, not that one. All right, so down this high, that's not where that goes, right here. There we go. This high to this low, back up to the golden pocket. All right, let's see, what does this one get up to? I don't think this one gets up to the golden pocket. Nope, not even close. Doesn't even get to the 50%. Shocking. Shocking. All right. I did pull from here to here, right? Yeah. So my idea might be a little messed up on this. But if we go ahead and we take a look, if I go from high to low on the schematic, that gets us up to the golden pocket. So if I go from the high to the low on here, getting up to the golden pocket would be $99,183. Then the next level on this on the schematic is the 0.114. That pullback there. So if we come up here with our price, and then we get the pullback, we would get the pullback potentially to the 0.114, which sits at 95,105. And then you get this push up on the schematic. So we get the push up, and this comes up to about the 50 percentile. So that's at about $98,213. And then it pulls back again to the 0.236 at $96,087. And then it launches to the upside, potentially getting up to the 2.618, which if I actually had this lined up right, these numbers would have been a bit different, but not too much. But that should get us up to like around $116,000. Yeah, $116,000. And then from there, we'll just have to see how bullish we are and whether or not it's going to continue going toward, like, if price action is going to get violent and really start moving to the upside. If that happens, then I expect us to start pushing towards that $150,000. So who knows? But we'll tackle that when we get to it. You keep saying the 18th. Well, today is the 11th, 12th. Yesterday was the 11th, and we got the bottom in there, but the bottom actually came in right over here on January 13th. And then our next bottom came in here at February 2nd. Next bottom right here on February 11th. So if you're saying the big moonshot is the 18th, okay, maybe. Just so happens to line up right here. Look at that, on the 18th. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know what the deal is with the 18th, but you said it here first, R.S. Miller. Exactly the day I have been saying for 2 weeks. Yes. So wait, that would be Tuesday. Okay, so this coming Tuesday. I can see it, especially on a Tuesday. I can definitely see it on a Tuesday. Wednesdays, like yesterday, are typically your reversal days. If you're going to get a reversal, they do tend to come on Wednesdays, sometimes Thursdays. But they do tend to come on Wednesdays. That's why they call it a midweek reversal. So it is potentially the bottom is in, and we are moving to the upside. Of course, I called the bottom in down here, but the next bottom, I think, is in. So looking for more upside on Bitcoin. Looking for that $99,200 level at the golden pocket. We'll see what happens if we get there. And we'll see if it consolidates even further and then goes. What I would like to start seeing is some altcoins starting to catch up. What was the one someone wanted me to look at? Toshi? We can go ahead and take a look at Toshi. So like I said on Bitcoin, just expecting more upside, little more upside. 98,500 to 99,300 is what I am looking at on that. Maybe we get Bitcoin reserve news, possibly. The only thing is man, when I think about it, like altcoin ETF news, Bitcoin reserve news, depending on when it comes, like let's just say Bitcoin is making a big push up like this. If that news gets dropped like here, right? And then you just get a big push up off of that news, I am probably selling that hardcore, because I think the next thing would be a big old nasty dumperoonie. I'll go back over to the Bitcoin chart just for a moment. I'll go back to the Toshi chart in just a second. But essentially, if you guys remember when the ETFs launched last year, was that last year? It was last year, right? I feel like 2024 just dragged butt. This right here. Yeah, that was 2024. Okay, it was January 2024. That's why. All right. So this was the ETF, right? This was the launch of the ETF. Like the day that it launched, comes up, hits that 49K, and then just plummets after that. So seeing something like that on like big news, like a Bitcoin reserve, or the altcoin index ETFs, stuff like that. Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live, Coinbase IPO. These are just like big major events that tend to mark tops, because that's when you get the most people to buy in. And when you get the most people to buy in and you're an institution, you want to get the most people to buy in so that you can offload your very heavy bags to retail. Your bags are going to be way heavier than all of retail. So you need to make sure you bring in a lot of people so that you can offload your bags if you're an institution. So, there you go. Where bears meet bottoms, you see pumps. I'm ready to quit crypto on a Bitcoin reserve announcement. Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, because, it honestly... what do you think, RMT? Do you think a Bitcoin reserve makes any sense? Because I've got some people that I follow that are like heavy in Bitcoin, or like Bitcoin at least, and but they're also like CPAs or CFAs, but they're like this Bitcoin reserve thing like makes no sense. So I don't know. A little bit over my head, or at least maybe not over my head. I would just have to like read it. I can't explain why it's bad. I think a Bitcoin reserve is the most idiotic thing ever, says RMT. But why though, bro? Yeah, for some reason I don't know all the reasoning behind it, but I just Yeah, it is dangerous, that's for sure. I got in crypto the night Elon went on Saturday night. Oh wow. Wow. I remember watching that, and when he dumped Doge, yeah. I remember watching that, and I was sitting there and I was like, I had like, I don't know, a few grand in my account, maybe 5 grand in my account. And I was like, this is going to be the easiest double up ever. And I started to buy. It was at like 72 cents. I thought it was going to go to $1. It went up to 77. And that's as high as it ever got. It just fell from there. And I was just like, oh God, I ended up losing a few $100s. Once it started dumping, I was like, oh boy, I knew it was a sell the news event. And this was actually before, this is when, let's see, so Saturday Night Live, I mean, what was that, like April of 21? So I'd been in crypto for like 4 months, 5 months when Elon went on Saturday Night Live. So pretty new to the space. Had no idea how to leverage trade, was purely doing everything on spot, just buying low and selling high. And I even expected it to be a sell the news event. And I even told my followers at the time, I had very few followers, of course. I was 4 or 5 months into crypto, and I'm already thinking I need to help people. But anyways, just telling my followers, hey guys, this could be a sell the news event. Don't just go buying blindly or whatever. And with me, I was like, I think I can just hop in and hop out. Like that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna ride this thing past $1, right? I'm gonna ride it to $1 and just get out. And didn't even make it to $1. So, but it is what it is. BitBoy had a meetup in Nashville that I went to. We started discussing when he thought the top would be. He was spot on. Definitely underrated. He really does know this stuff. Yeah. Yes, that DZ. Oh, what are we talking about now? DZ from Hit Network? Why are we talking about DZ? Naturally, I bought Doge, but I stayed in after it dumped, made 30K, sold Thanksgiving because of DZ saying that would be the top, and he was right. Oh, yep. That was, yeah, I don't know. Hey, my BF is away at uni and missing me, so he playing with himself to, wait. Can we get rid of LA Princess? Thank you. What? Very cool, dude. I've met a few of these people here in the chat in Nashville at Litecoin this past year. Oh, that's nice. Wick and Retro Mike. Man. I'm only, now that I'm only like 2.5 hours from Nashville. Okay, pretty close. May. This is gonna be May. Awesome. That sounded like a fun event. Oh, I bet it was. I can't wait to dump Cass at $1. I'm gonna hire a chauffeur and visit Queen Alexandra. You think Cass is gonna go to $1? Do you really think Cass is gonna go? I mean, it might. It has the hype a little bit behind it. What's our Dixie doing? Oh, I gotta go back to Toshi. Let's go back to Toshi. I was requested. So we need to take a look-see. Probably doesn't have a whole lot of history. Toshi is a base meme coin, correct? I think that's what y'all were talking about in the chat. LBC, you and John aren't far from each other. Oh. Excellent. I'm ready for Ondo to hit 10 and Arrow to hit 15. Knew it too, yet SNL Sell the News happened so fast, ended up round tripping. See, I thought that at least, so like, I don't even think it started to pump after he said Dogecoin to the moon. I think it was already starting to drop before he even said it. But if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think I remember him saying something about Arkansas. Memphis, Tennessee. Good old Memphis, Tennessee. All right, let's see. Dick's. Nope. Dick's. Not Dick's. Not Dick's. Not Dick's Sporting Goods. Or the Dixie, but Toshi. Toshi Nakamura. Not BitBoy DZ Valdez. What? All right. So if we just go from the high to the low, we can see that we've come up to the 1.618. We got a back test down to the 0.5 Fibonacci levels. And let me actually go ahead. Let's remove that. Let's take this. Let's go from this low to this high. Let's go ahead. All right, so we got down to the 886, looking good, looking good. All right, down to the 886 there. What about here? Down to the 786 from this low to this high, down to the 786. Got a rejection off of the golden pocket. We'll have to be careful. Be careful. It is already up quite a bit, but it's also pulled back quite a bit. So if we take from the, what was it? So the 786 from there, and then we have the 886 from here. Doesn't really line up, but that's all right. Get rid of the fib. Bring in a fixed ranged volume profile. Since there's not a lot of history, I can just go ahead and take it all in. All right, so we do see that our value area high is sitting here at about 39323 333 from low to high. Let's do this instead. It looks like it's about the same, 039323. So yeah, I'd be looking for a potential pullback to that level. We can see that it's also a level that we broke right here. So we have these highs right here. We broke that level pretty significantly and potentially could be coming back down for a back test. Chris Klein, what is going on? So is LBC, John. I got to stop coming in late like this. It's not a good look for me. You're good, brother. You're good. A bunch of us got kicked out. What are y'all talking about? Yeah, I think I remember him saying something about Arkansas. Not BitBoy. Yeah, it started to drop a few minutes before SNL came on. Yep. I remember going up a bit and then started to fall, then zipped up and crash. Is BTC going to find any support right here? I think it's already found its support, and I think it's going higher. I'm in Memphis. John Foster, what's going on? 901 in the house? Oh, what a small world. Hey, Chris, you missed it. If the chart, it's the chart LBC just did on BTC shows it comes out to the 18th. Here we go. Still pushing, still pushing. Now, we did already get a break above these highs and got a little bit of a pullback here, so that's pretty cool. Then we broke above this high right here, okay? And currently, that is the pullback that we are coming down into. Berclair, okay. Hey, man, that's crazy. Small world, man. Small world. We gotta meet up sometime, man. John Foster. That's awesome. Even if we have a different of opinion, I think we can still be friends. All right, I think we can still be friends. It's only a small, minor disagreement in opinion. Okay, we all want to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse. I promise you that. Mod me, Chris Klein. Don't you be a beggar, man. Let's bring up the Chart Prime Oscillator Pro Plus. Don't forget to check out Chart Prime. Link in the description down below. Get 45% off your first month. Also, guys, check out NordVPN. 74% off for like a 15-month subscription. And then join the Blowfin Exchange. The Blowfin Exchange, where wells are made or something like that. Let's go to the weekly. Did we get a... See, there's just not a whole lot of data on Toshi, so it's kind of just like a... maybe? Maybe? I don't know. It's like a... I don't know. Maybe? Point of control sits all the way down here at 3029333. So it's like a whole... one... tens, hundreds, thousandths, 10,000ths. It's a whole 1/10,000th of a difference. Just was being a smart butt because I think I'm right for a change. Hey, you might be right. LBC John duel, maybe with some swords, lightsabers. I want to go to Vegas, but I can't justify bringing my 11-year-old daughter. Oh, man. I'm a single dad, so she goes where I go. Yeah. I understand that. The winner gets the Titan Star Wars shirt. Wait, can I partake in this? No. No one can get my Titan Star Wars shirt. Where's my lightsaber? I think it's downstairs. It's all right. I have a $90 lightsaber because I'm a friggin' nerd. Excuse me. Anyway. Oh yeah. Got that boba shirt. RMT took them. You're in, Mike. Yep, here we go. Excuse me. I'm a big time Star Wars nerd. But anyways, Summer in Mendenhall. Yep. Know exactly where that is, man. Know exactly where that is. Just drove by there today, actually, for work. So, nice little pullback here. I would look for it to take out this high right here at 0.00, just 2 zeros, 121,127. I would want to see it take out this high before I consider potentially taking a long. Let's go ahead and throw some other stuff up first. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah, so we are, sitting at the dynamic reactor, so we do want to get above that. And if we do get above that and we take out this high, that dynamic reactor will probably flip green on us, and we might be able to see us get above the zero line on our prime oscillator. We also are above the zero line on our money flow, and it's sitting kind of steady. It's not as high as it was over here, but it's still sitting steady, and it's not like pushing down hard or anything like that. So could be seeing this curvature back to the upside. We have the true 7 just kind of sitting just barely below the zero line, so just kind of hovering it. But if this thing starts to flip and starts to get going, this thing might start to rip. So if you're just buying spot, now might not be the worst time to buy, to be honest. I would probably only go like maybe on a half a position. And then if we were to come down to grab any kind of, we do have a little bit of an order block in here. So if we were to come down into this zone, if not come down into this inefficiency here, yeah, I would not be surprised at all if we came down to here. So that's why I would only do like a half position now, and then I would add the other half. So if this came down, I would add the other half in this box, And then, but if it came up and took out this internal range high and then pulled back a little bit and consolidated, it's in this consolidation where I would consider, if everything's lining up right, if we're back above the zero line on everything, our money flow is nice and green and thick, and maybe we even start getting a little bit of power bar, green bullish power bar on the top side, then that would tell me, okay, we can probably enter our other 50% here and then ride the next wave to the upside. So that's what I would be looking for on the Toshi. I missed the Toshi boat. I mean, it's like 5 seconds old, Melissa. Not even, it's like a year old. I didn't even know it was that old. My goodness. That's hilarious. I've got a lightsaber too. I'm Boba the Fett. My backpack's got jets. I bounty hunt for Jabba Hutt to finance my vet. Very nice. Without Googling it, who can tell me the name of Boba Fett's spaceship? Of his space vehicle. Anybody? Does anybody know? I'm not going to say another word until somebody says it. Slave One. There we go. Chris Klein's a super fan. Excellent, excellent. Did you look it up? Don't forget to smash that like, guys. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate each and every single one of you. You are all amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. Let's go ahead and take a look at that Bitcoin dominance. Look at that. CJ Nis had to, straight vaping, had to come up in here just to say Slave One. Alexander G said, I ain't got no clue. That's funny. Slave One. Little bit of Star Wars nerddom. RMT's seen it. All my stuff that I have just in my office. I mean, I got myself a BB-8. I absolutely love this lamp that I haven't plugged in yet, but it's I don't know if you, it's, first of all, it says it's a Death Star. Okay. And the shade has another Death Star on it, but it's also got, you know, the Millennium Falcon on it, and some X-Wings, and does it have? Yep, it's got TIE fighters and stuff on it. Pretty cool stuff. This was the sign my wife made that led to the reception at our wedding. So it was saying, this is the way to the reception. My wife made that. It was her idea. It was also her idea to have, what do you call it? We had a lightsaber send-off at our wedding. How about that? Lightsaber send-off. Let me see. Let's see. You 3D printed a Death Star. That's pretty dope. I want to see that. I want to see it. Can I see it? Where's my wife? I'm going to find this picture, okay? There we go. There's a good one. Save photo. Send to the Discord. Come over here, open the Discord. So I figured out what going on some YouTube streams. When the commercial comes, it is kicking people out of streams. It happened tonight and last night, and it happened in other streams today. Sometime you will get the commercial, and most of the time you won't. I have monetization turned off during the stream so that you shouldn't get ads. Dumping. We're dumping? Moving down. I don't know if we would call this dumping. But that Bitcoin dominance is starting to come to the downside. Something we've been watching. I think we're about to go a little bit crazy over here. All right, let's go to the 15-minute. Check out what's going on. Let's see how big of a dump. Yeah, a little pullback. Let's see, my stop loss is what? Down here? Somewhere down there. Boo, 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 boo. All right, come on now. Try and see. Oh yeah, my wife was 3 months pregnant at the time. No. 6 months. No, she was like 3 or 4 months pregnant. Hello. Paste. Really? I don't know if you can see that. That was our send-off. Pretty cool, huh? Some pretty cool stuff. Look at my goofy self. Yeah, I got an odd tonight. Usually I don't. So yeah, awesome send off. I've got another picture where we're underneath all the lightsabers and all that stuff, and you know, she's doing this thing or whatever, and I'm kissing her and all of that. Good stuff. But her idea, and I was ecstatic that she let that happen. She said, "What do you think about a lightsaber send off?" I was like, "What you mean?" And she showed me like a picture, and I was like, "Yes, you're really gonna let that happen?" She said, "Yeah, why not? It's your day too." That's what I'm talking about. So pretty awesome. Yep, getting a little dumpsky on the 15-minute. We are sitting on top of that dynamic reactor. We are above the quantum reactor. The quantum reactor is gray, which means that it's kind of neutral right now. We would like to see it turn green to be to give us a little more bullish confluence. But I can already see here on the 15-minute that we are creating a hidden bullish divergence. A hidden bullish divergence is when your oscillator is creating lower lows and your price action is creating higher lows. So that is a hidden bullish divergence. We have equal highs up here as well, so that does give me confidence that we are going to see us move to the upside. Plus, we took out the low that we were expecting to take out. We've come up, we've taken out all these internal highs in here. And then we've come up short of these highs, okay, of this high right here. Now, we have some equal highs up here as well, so keep that in mind. But we do have that golden pocket sitting above us, which I do think will be more likely than not. Now, we could break through it, of course, but that will be my next profit take if we get up to it at $99,256. I do believe that'll be the next area of resistance. But right now, currently on the 15-minute at least, we only have a TP1, so that would probably be a TP2. This also, does coincide with another high over here where we did sell off from. So we just take this and then move it on over. There we go. And there you go. So coming up to another high where we did see a nice little sell off from. So we would expect for that level to act as resistance. So I do think that we will end up coming up here and smacking our head on that. Hopefully on Friday or Thursday, hopefully we do this tomorrow. Okay, we get the move up, but then we just consolidate. Okay, on top of these highs over here. On top of these highs, I wish this thing would draw straight. On top of these highs, it's because I got the magnet on. On top of these highs, consolidate on top of the highs, and break this high on Friday before the weekend. That's what I want to see, because the weekend is typically, lackluster. So I want to see us really start putting in some bullish momentum going into the weekend. That way, on the weekend, we can get our pullback. Okay. And then on Monday, we shoot down for the final push down, and then we continue higher on Tuesday, the 18th of February. Shout out to RS Miller. It's almost lining up perfectly, dude. Not bad. Not bad at all. Love you guys. We had some interesting discussions tonight. It's been a fun one. Sometimes you got to listen to some outside perspectives. We can all still be friends even with different opinions. But here's the thing. Here's one thing that we do all agree on, and that is that we do want to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse. I just think that there are different ways to go about doing that. But hey, if it works out and it's not just something more sinister, then hey, that's great. That's great. We'll see. But that's it. You think we can really push up on alts with no QE? Well, what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin, all right, before I get out of here. So I've been talking about this for about a month now, I guess. We've been looking at the Wyckoff schematic. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Why is it not on here? Did I delete it? No. Really? Hold on. How much backing up am I going to have to do? Oh, there it is. It's back now. What the heck? Anyways, go to the 4 hour. What was that question? Oh, really push. Oh, I didn't delete the picture. I deleted the schematic. Okay, whoopsies. Hello. There we go. Or maybe the picture came back because I clicked all these back buttons. All right. So if this schematic is to play out, let's go to the daily. Let's turn off the indicators. They slow stuff down. Joe, are you going live next? He probably is. Oh, no live stream tonight. Got to catch up on a bunch of work. You also need to catch up on some sleep. He said, Joe said, I sleep when I'm dead. But yeah, so this is the schematic, okay? So we'll be watching and seeing how things turn up right here. I don't know that the altcoins are going to actually go crazy ballistic like I originally had thought that they might. They might put in, some local highs as well, but we do have the potential, especially with these inflation numbers coming in extra hot. People are going to need some extra cash. If they've already made some money on the riskier asset known as Bitcoin and crypto, then that just means that they might want to take some profit to prepare for potentially more inflation and higher prices. So just higher prices. I mean, that's inflation. So obviously that was a little redundant, David, but you get what I'm saying. So could be a cycle top, could be a mid cycle top, meaning we just put in a top, short-term top, and then we come down. Now, I don't know if it'll be a straight line down like this. It could be choppy. I don't even know. Think it would probably wouldn't go down that low. It'd probably come in just above this high. So getting a nice little back test of the high, right? So would not be shocked at all to see this type of price action play out, where we do come down and at least come down to this level down here. And then from here, this might be when everything kind of bottoms. Altcoins maybe hold up better than Bitcoin, and then it turns around and starts to rip towards that 150 to 200K range. And that is, but the Bitcoin dominance just absolutely falls during this time period because the altcoins start to go absolutely ape, absolutely bananas. So we'll see. Like I said, we take this, like I say all the time. Oh, wait, I'm not even looking at the chart. You guys. Hey, where's the chart? Move up right here. So potentially right here, push down, come down to this high, and then we'll see from there. It might not even come down to this high. We do have inefficiencies up here that we could come into, and then it could reverse from there potentially. So Bitcoin dominance could fall, altcoins can soar, then we start pushing to the upside. Yeah, I figured it out, guys. Chart. I looked over. I saw it. All right. So yeah, this is what I've only been showing the same chart for a month now, okay? Look, I like how you're still putting emojis and I've already brought up the chart, all right? Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. So maybe we get the little mini alt season here, maybe, is potentially. But, like I was saying, we take it day by day, and we'll just have to see what happens once we break the all-time high. So this is what I've been saying. If we break the all-time high and then we come back down into this range, especially halfway below the range, it's done. We're toast. I mean, at least short term, I think we will see more downside. Okay, so this is what we'll be watching for, and also potentially putting in bearish divergence here on these three highs. That is a triple top. It happens all the time, so do not think it can't happen this time. It's just something to be aware of and be prepared for in case it does happen. The only question is that if we are to lose the support here and lose this range and come down and test these highs, or test this high, or test this breakout of this channel here, of this bull flag, breakout, come back down, back test. If that is the case, what do we do from there? Is it just a retrace? And in that retrace is when we would see the rest of the altcoins go. And this is what I've been thinking that we could see happen. So, and we're getting very close to this stuff happening in here. And important to note, price can move very quickly. If we just go to Ethereum and we go to the last bull run, we don't even really have to go to the last bull run, but This entire move here, okay? This entire move here. Well, we'll start from the low to the high. Okay? This entire move lasted all of 46 days. Just a month and a half. That's all it takes. You go through all the BS forever. And it's that last parabolic run up that just doesn't take any time at all. That's not even the last bull run. Let me go to the last bull run. But you can see how quickly price can move, right? This one's going to be a little different. Obviously, you can already tell. From this low to this high, this is going to be a long time. Yeah, it's over a year. Little different. But the point of showing this one was, look how quickly and how far we can move, how high we can move, and how fast we can move. Right? That far. You know what I'm trying to say. And that's Ethereum. That's not just some, small cap crypto. I mean, granted, when it was down here, it was what? 50 billion? And it shot up to 400 billion in market cap. It's just crazy how short of a time period. It's kind of can't even really go with this. Anyways, getting sidetracked. That's what I think. 85K, then slowly ramp back up, pretty much like the 2017 mid-cycle dip. Exactly. That's kind of what I'm looking at too. Once this starts moving in a blink of an eye, it gone up and is dropping. Yep, that's the thing. Like, you will have, a month. That's why I keep saying we'll have like. I'll go ahead and go as far as 3 months, 1 to 3 months. I've been saying 1 to 2, but I'll go as far. Things have been taking a little bit longer this cycle, so I'll say probably super bullish price action for about 3 months. And the thing is, though, is that for some of the alts like XRP, that one might only be like a month because it just moves so fast and so violently. And others might just be a nice little grind to the upside, nice little build up to the upside. And other ones might go up and then consolidate for a little while, and then go up and then consolidate for a little while, and then go up. And then others will just shoot straight up. So, I mean, it's going to vary. That's why I think the best thing that you could probably do, in my opinion, not financial advice, is ride momentum when these things really start to pop off. Ride the momentum, get you a nice chunk of percentage out of it, and then just get out. Don't look for 10x's. I would probably even say don't even look for 5x's. Just look for 2 to 3x's. Hop in and out. Compound over and over and over again. And you will be in a better position than I think you ever thought you could be, just doing that and not holding on to stuff and looking for, 10x's and big topside targets or anything like that. No. For me, I'm going to ride the momentum. I'm going to ride the waves to the upside. I'm going to see what's hot at the time. I'm going to ride that wave for a little while. And then I'm going to jump out. I'm going to make my money and get out, find the next wave. Ride that wave to the upside, make my money, get out, find the next wave. I mean, for me, that's the easiest thing to do. Buy on, especially when you're just doing it on spot or very, very low leverage. Like no more than 3. I'm not holding through bear season. Exactly. My plan coming into this cycle was sell in May no matter what. Sell in May and go away. But it's shaping up for a potential sell in March and March away. Something like that. Look at that. Melissa's in here telling everybody already. All right, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's end it. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for listening to my rants, whether you agree with them or not. And but I do enjoy a good conversation, a good back and forth. And I do think that we all strive for pretty much the same things. We just may have, different ways of achieving those goals. But hey, it's all good, man. I have nothing but love for everybody, even the people that I agree with the most. It doesn't really matter to me. I just be a good person. That's really all I care about. Just be a good person. And I'd say pretty much everybody that just wants the government to cut, or Elon to cut waste, they're not bad people. You're not bad people. You're good people. I just think that there's better ways to do it, but maybe there's not. Maybe there's not a better way to do it. I don't know. I'm just a pleb, okay? I'm just a pleb. I'm just some guy on the internet that hits buy and sell and tries to help people out in their trading and crypto journeys as much as he possibly can. So, but yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. I do appreciate each and every single last one of you for coming in here and sharing your time with me and sharing your words with me. I see you don't have a message button on your page. Not exactly sure what that means. You can message me almost anywhere. I got people randomly messaging me on Telegram, and I didn't even tell them how to find me. But anyways, that's going to be it, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow we will have No Good Morning Crypto, so you get to sleep in, and then we'll have the morning market report with Army Piper and the OC guy at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we'll have Trade Intuition at 4 p.m. for the Trade Academy. Mr. Tradester Joe, T.I. Joe. I like to call him T.I. Joe because, like G.I. Joe. But anyways, T.I. Joe. And then we'll have the Crypto Nightcap with TradeFly at 8 p.m. And then we'll be right back here for Markets After Dark, where we go mad. Oh, wait. Y'all let me forget. How did y'all let me forget? It's a new moon, guys. Or a full moon. It's a full moon, guys. We got to pray to the moon gods before we get out of here. All right, here we go. Moon gods. Oh, moon gods. Please give us the gains. We expect to moon on the 18th. Please let R.S. Miller be right. Just deliver the gains. The end. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you all your beautiful faces tomorrow. And yeah, let's make some money, use some risk management, and ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. I'm Lunar Beaches Crypto. And I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Mad love and good night. Peace.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, find out who we mad on the charts. Hosted by the one Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, the shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets after dark where only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance, where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide through the market storm or the market tide.
Welcome to the madhouse, baby. Let's go.
On the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. From Bitcoin markets soaring fast. Markets after dark touch into ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trend, see the future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes.